Here's my review and thoughts about the Seaspiracy documentary on Netflix. Basically, it's very shocking. It's actually going on in the world, and if we don't do nothing by 2050, all the animals will be gone in the ocean, and all the reefs, which is like 90% of our oxygen in all the plants in the sea, basically they will all be gone and dead, because it will be no animals to keep them alive. And where the water goes up and changes the water where the water is, like warm water, cold water sort of thing, and then where that's not moving, it won't the reefs will be all gone, basically. So it's a really shocking documentary. It is really shocking. It's going on, and especially with all these charities, they're like, oh, for plastic weights, or on about straws on their websites. Also, the thing to do, eat more seafood. So and it's like, no, that doesn't work. So basically, not even 1% of all the like straw plastics is in our ocean. It's like 0.00.3%. But 50, like 52%, I can't remember, 56% of all the plastic in the ocean is actually fishing nets. So they obviously, when they break and that, they just chuck them overboard, and they don't keep them and chuck them. You mean, I don't know, but 50% is fishing nets, and fishing nets are deadly. They're made to kill, basically. So if you have a straw in the sea, obviously they'll eat them and stuff, but it won't be enough to kill them. But if you have loads of fishing nets, that's what will kill the animals and get them caught. But the thing is, it's not just, they're doing fish, right? They're like catching up dolphins. 1 out of the 9 dolphins go to like an aquarium. The other 9 they just kill and just leave in the sea. Dispose of the meat, and that's it. Which is really shocking. And do you know why that is? That is because basically, if it's too many dolphins in the sea where they are, basically they're appetitive. The fishermen's appetitive, so there's going to be less fish in the sea. So they're killing the dolphins by purpose, so it's less fish in the sea. And we need our dolphins, we need our sharks, and we need our whales, in all different ways. That they're the main key of our survival, which is really shocking to hear. Watching it really put me off buying fish, because of how it's doing. It's like really shocking. I thought I'd make this video because it hit me, and I thought I need to make a video, and I thought I'll talk about it. Another thing what really shocked me in like Singapore, is it Singapore, Japan, they got slaves working on the ship, on the big boats. The boats are massive, basically. They're massive. They don't think like a little boat. And so they got slaves forcing them to work on the fishing boats and making slaves. So it's still slavery going on today in those countries, as they have got no rights at all. So it's really like making me be appalled over them. I don't know, it's a bit weird. And with all the charity agencies and stuff like that, even the ones with the fish, I just say is obviously safe to eat because no dolphin kills. That's totally rubbish. They're probably the ones that mainly are doing that. Also, they're getting killed, or whales are being washed up on the sea alone, and 90% of them have got fishing ropes in, but no one's talking about the fishing ropes, or everyone's just talking about plastic like straws and stuff. So that's another concern. No one's talking about it. And then when people are, it's just sad, basically. It's like, oh, this is going on, and it's all about money, basically. That's it. Is actually 85% of the oxygen we breathe is coming from the plants in the sea. So if we haven't got those animals, we're gonna have no plants, are we? And we haven't got no plants, it's not gonna be much oxygen. So it's not obviously, it's not gonna be no food left for everyone to eat, is there? But my point I'm making is, most of the, like, they could find 20 fish, like say cod or something like that, say, or salmon, yeah, but only there's 20 there, but it's like 1,000 other type of fish that gets killed, like sharks, whales, dolphins, little tortoises, all different type of fish, and then it gets chucked back in the ocean, but then dead, like. So it's that's sad, they don't catch them and then put them back in nicely, they just kill them, basically. So that's really, really, really sad. Also, they kill thousands and thousands and thousands of sharks, probably millions, and they cut off the shark fin. And then what do? They cut off the shark thing, which is really weird. To spoil the meat. Don't use the meat, okay? And in, like, is it not China, the other one, Hong Kong, they sent it over, and you have a shark dish, basically, for like £100. And all that meat is just gone to waste just to get a fin off the thing, and it's not even taste that nice, apparently. So it's like all stuff going like that is going on in the world, and no one knows about, and people do know about, and they just let it go over their heads and not think about it. And another thing is with the dolphins, not the whales. I'll start with the whales. When they come up to the sea, they fertilize all the little plants in the sea with the, like, farting, and then they go back down. But they need to come up for air, and then every time they come up, they're getting caught, ain't they? And also and they're getting trapped in fishing ropes. And then they've been washed up on seas, and then obviously they die that way. So not only they've been, like, killed by purpose, they die that way. And France is just as bad as Japan, basically. They kill just as much whales and dolphins, but they cover it up. So apparently that's okay. Also, Scotland, one of the islands going off of Scotland, they kill whales for sport, basically. They just kill a load and round them up and kill them. And apparently they think killing one animal is better than killing 20 chickens. But we need whales to... I just don't get it, basically. It's really upsetting, makes you think series. It's not a documentary, should I say. It's not a series. It's just really, really cruel what they all do to these animals. So by having whales in the sea, and they're going up and down, they're fertilizing the plants, and because of that, gets 4 times as much of what you get in the Amazon rainforest, should I say. So which means it's like 85% of the oxygen is coming from the sea. and without these animals, you're not going to look at it. And the worst people I think are out of all this are the people, all the charities trying to, oh, it's so plastic, this and this. They're only doing that to get money, and then they're doing like, oh, us to what we humans waste in a lifetime is nothing compared to the fishing rods in the sea, but no one's talking about that. And yeah, and when people look up about it, obviously you got the mafias and stuff like that, they all get killed. So basically, if dolphins and whales die, the ocean dies, and then so do we. And basically, how the fishing industry is going on today, is in 2050, it's all going to be dead, which is really, really, really sad. It's a really emotional documentary, should I say. With all the plastic going on in the sea, it's really, really made me think about trying to use as less buy stuff with as less plastic as possible. It's just really sad, basically. And it's over 150 tons, 150 million tons of plastic is floating in the sea. And that's killing animals alone, let alone the fishing. The fishing is even worse. There's so much plastic in the sea. It's actually out, like how many plastic? So basically they outnumber the stars in the Milky Way galaxy by 500 times. That is a lot. That is a hell of a lot. Just think about it, if you have one tuna, you're basically killing like hundreds of different animals just for that one tuna. So it's like making you think, is that tuna is really worth eating? It's really put me off eating fish. That's what I'm saying. It's no point donating to like ocean charities at all. You might as well buy 100 pounds worth of plastic and just chuck it in the sea. That's how better off you would be. They don't do nothing. It's now making me think every time I go to the beach, take a bag with you and put as much plastic in as you can, because it'll save a couple of animals basically. And the Japanese government wants to resume whale hunting in the ocean, even though the whole world put a ban on it, but they still want to do that. Which, to me, they have slaves, which is already wrong. And you can say different, just as bad as them. What you got? Thomas! Wow! Ooh, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7! And not only... They're targeting whales by purpose, which is really, really, really weird. So in Japan, it's a little place called Chaiti, and it's by the coast. And basically, they lure a dolphin in, and they kill 700 a year, basically, just that little part. So I don't know. And the Japanese government will do anything to make sure no one knows about it. So, yeah, which is, if you're going to do the crime, at least admit it, innit? And if you obviously see what they're doing, they'll put you in jail for a long time, just to keep you quiet, basically. As there's no laws over there. It's like slaves. Loads of slaves in that country. So, and it's still going on today, which is really, really sad. And so when you show up to like Tai Chi tree, the police are on you straight away, literally. And you know, they don't want you to record, they don't want to be caught out, basically. Apparently they're out your hotel and they follow you wherever you go. And do you know in the rooms with the TVs, they got like a little thing in the TV, and they take pictures of see what you're doing in the hotel room just because they're a bit paranoid. Because obviously they don't want the world to know, because the world knew, they obviously people would think, oh, they'll probably lose a lot of money. That's all it's about, isn't it? Money, money, money. So in Thailand, just one load of dolphins let one survive, just to put it in a aquarium to get a bit of money, and then they basically kill all the rest for no reason. Well, it is a reason. It's because they're competing against each other, aren't they, to get the fish. So they don't want them to get the fish, basically. Otherwise, it's less fish in there. And you get people, different, like China, going into South Africa area and nicking their fish at night and stuff like that, because they got no more fish in the ocean where they are, which is really, really shocking. And it's like massive nets that can fit football stadiums in. That's how big the nets go for ages away. And it's and they fit thousands and thousands of fish. And I still can't get over that they just slice the fins off sharks, but don't use the meat and just dispose them. It's like, what the hell? But people are scared of sharks, but only like 10 people die a year or something like that by a shark attack in the world. But look how many people are dying a year not because of that. Yeah, my lovely. Yeah, and they're just getting killed just to push up soup in Asia and China, basically. And it's not good for you. It hasn't got no it's not like veg or anything like that. It's and it don't even taste nice, and they just have it just because it's expensive. I don't know about that. Most of the sharks, like half the sharks actually killed, are caught in nets. They kill them and then they chuck them as waste back into the sea. Mummy. Every year, 50 million sharks are caught in nets. Jeez, that's a lot. So you got the M&S booze tick. Don't buy that food. You might as well just chuck all plastic in the ocean and kill the fish or dolphins and all stuff for you, because that's basically what they do. They're just pretty bad. That's all I'm saying. Pretty bad. And France. 10,000 dolphins have been killed every year just on the French part, and they just cover it up. So, which is really weird. So stop wasting your money in bloody France and going to France. Jesus, I'm not going there ever again. They freaking kill dolphins. I shouldn't have swore then, but I did. And the government hide it because obviously people love dolphins and they just don't want people to know, just to get a bit of money. So this is a really upsetting documentary to listen to and watch and think, oh my god, this is going on in the world. But it's a must watch, and then you realise what's going on. It has put me off eating fish. I'm a big fish eater, so it has put me off eating fish. I don't think I'm going to buy fish anytime soon. And it's saying on there, so if you eat the fish, it's like in France, it's pitting the deaths on the dolphins because they kill loads of dolphins to get those fish. So just by eating fish, you're killing all these dolphins, and which is really bad. Obviously, it's alive, but what's worse is it's killing the planet. So you get people boats to catch tuna, but they basically kill 45 dolphins just to get 8 tunas. 45 dolphins for 8 tunas, that's how much. So it's like, oh, it's pretty sad. And because of the fishing, it's got 6 of like 8 sea turtles, you know, all the different species of sea turtles are threatened or endangered animals, just because how much they're fished up in the rocks and killed. And no one wants to talk about any of this, and it's mainly because of fishing ropes. The fishing is the main factor, as well as the fishing ropes that are left in the sea that's killing all the animals anyway. There's actually 2048 we'll have empty oceans basically if it carries on. So that's in my lifetime, it's not that far away. We are in the 20s already. But the more I watch the series, the documentary, the more disgusted I feel like. This is weird. Basically, you need the fish in the ocean for the cold water and warm water in the middle for it to mix to keep it a certain level. Otherwise, isn't the fish that move along together and go everywhere, go up and down. As I can say, if you haven't got that, you're basically And you know, the salmon, most of it is from like farming and stuff, which is really, really bad. It's just as bad. And the way they do it, they're all like deformed and diseases and stuff. So the meat of it is supposed to be really, really bright orange, but it comes out grey. Okay, like really dark, horrible grey. But it's painted and then it's sold to everybody. So what you eat, you don't know what you're eating, do you? The farms, they even get sea lice, crustaceans. Oh yeah, sea lice, like paradise or what they're called. They actually eat it. They're eating salmon alive, and then they're like all deformed and disgusting, and then they're sold off them for people to eat. So Scotland, in the lochs of Scotland or wherever, what they do to the animals is fucking foul. I swore again, but it just makes me ashamed of them. So, and they got loads of escaped slaves from Hong Kong, you know, that area. And they got actually on the series, I keep on saying that, the documentary, they actually interviewed them. They're in like a halfway house, you know, recovering. You know, because obviously they've run away and got free. And yeah, it's going on this day, and it's really, really sad. So basically, what Britain do, rather make it themselves here, like all the stuff. Yeah. They've what would cost like £500 for a factory to run. It'll cost a pound for a factory to run in their country, and which is all slave working in it, because they haven't got no rights over in those countries, which is really, really, really sad. And no one cares enough, and nothing gets done about it, do they? The series is really, really, really shocking. It makes you think this is going on, and all the governments, they cover it up. They don't want people to know because they want to have money, basically. And yeah, so it's all sad, and yeah, it is a movie you should watch, just for knowledge and actually knowing what's going on in the world. And yeah, thank you for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed, and bye for now. Take care all.